Hi everyone, my name is Crystal and welcome back to another very fun pick a card reading. Today we're asking all about your future child. So we're getting a very specific, kind of like an astrology chart, but with tarot cards about who they are, what their purpose is, what they look like, what their personality is like, and also what they need emotionally. We have 3 piles today, pile 1, 2, and 3. You can go ahead and tune into your intuition. Pick the pile that calls out to you. As soon as you have your pile, you can skip ahead to your reading. Timestamps are in the description box, and I will see you in your reading. Hi there, pile 1. This is your reading. I'm going to put out your cards for you now. So this is sort of like an astrology chart of your future child, but with tarot cards. Who your child is and what they're like, what they look like, what their personality is like, and also who they are emotionally. So the first card that we have, this is going to be kind of like their sun sign, their purpose in the world, is Pisces, I believe. Then we have Courage. We have Vanessa. So this is like divine purpose energy. Cool. Okay. We have Practice, Practice, Practice. Okay. And the last card we have is Bouquet, Compliments from an Admirer. Okay, so what I am getting from this child that you are going to have, all this Pisces energy, they are a creative person. So I'm getting artist energy or like visionary energy, this creative or spiritual side, their identity. The next one is Courage. So to me, this is like with this combination, they're going to be somebody who has a big dream that goes for it, whatever that big dream is. And it's going to take courage because it's not going to be something that's going to be easy to attain. So maybe they have a dream of becoming an actor or a famous musician or an artist, or even like they have like a big spiritual goal. I'm hearing like enlightenment or something like that. There's something that is going to take a lot of work and like moving through obstacles to get there. Just like that's their purpose in life, is to do that, to be this person, this beautiful creative energy. And then Vanessa, they could have dark hair. They're all about their divine purpose. It's almost like they know, they have this vision of where they want to go in life. Like, you know how some people, they just know from an early age that they want to be a writer. They just already have those talents when they are super young. Like, they already know. They've known their whole life that they want to do this thing in the world. At an early age, they are already showing displays of that talent or talents, and they're already starting to achieve it and like see that for themselves. They could be like a child prodigy, or they could just be a child that's very interested in those things that end up being what they do in the world. So that is super cool. And then we have Practice, Practice, Practice. So this person is going to love whatever that talent is, and they're gonna want to do it all the time. It could be any creative skill that requires a lot of practice. Okay, and then we have Bouquet, Compliments. Yes, so this is gonna be a child that everybody's gonna be like, wow, they're so talented. Gifted is what I'm hearing because of the bouquet. They're a gifted child, so they're gonna be like in a gifted program, or everybody's gonna say, oh my gosh, your child has this gift for dancing or for music. That is what I am seeing. So a lot of people are going to compliment them from an early age on their talent. So amazing. Okay, yeah, and as far as male and female goes so far, I'm not getting either. I think it's like 50-50 for this group. It could be male or female. So let's go on to what your child's gonna be like in person. Like this would be their rising sign in their astrology chart. So when you meet them, what are they like? What is their personality like? What is their appearance like? Okay, so the first card we have is Black Moon Lilith, Mystery. Cool. So I feel like they're gonna have a mystery about them. Maybe they'll feel very Scorpio, like maybe very deep and emotional. People are very compelled by them. They have like a presence, a very deep presence. And I think that also comes from their creative ability, almost like a Plutonian energy. A lot of musicians, famous musicians, have that energy of just like being obsessed with their music or their art. So I feel like they're gonna have that kind of energy, this like passion when people meet them. So beautiful. I'm also seeing like piercing eyes, like the Scorpio piercing eyes, or dark hair, right? Dark hair or piercing eyes. So the next card that we have is Patterns. Okay, wow. So again, this person is very focused on their art. There's almost like a little bit of an obsessiveness again of them, like this passion for what they do. They see the vision for the future and they're going for their vision of the future already from a very young age, almost like a child prodigy. Okay, and then we have, okay, wow, we have Success and we have Angel. So yes, I feel like this person is gonna have this energy again of like, people are like, wow, they are so talented, and this energy that they are going to be successful, that you can already tell that someday they're going to be very well known in this field. So that's really, really good. And then we have Angel. They have this almost otherworldly purity about them. So that's very beautiful as well. There's also this energy around them of protection, that they maybe have a lot of spiritual guides protecting them and guiding them. I feel like they have a very strong purpose, as I said before, and so their guides are very strong in guiding them toward their purpose. I also feel like for you as their future parent, they are almost going to feel like an angel to you. Again, with the dark hair here, we have a theme of very dark hair. Okay, so now we're going to find out what they're like emotionally. So in your relationship with them and also in their relationships with other people, what do they need emotionally? So the first card that we have, this is like their moon sign. So the first card that we have is air element, communicating. Yes, so they could have an air moon. So that would be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius moon. So this kind of moon really needs to communicate. They need conversation and communication to process their feelings. And they do have this need to bounce ideas off other people so that they can understand things emotionally. So I think that this child will need that. They will need a lot of communication at home. They will need that in their relationships with other people. It's almost like they need to understand it intellectually from all different sides before they understand something emotionally. So, very cool. The next card we have is Temperance. So Temperance is a creative card, combining with other people to make something new. So you take two sides, two people, and you combine them, and then something new comes out of it. And so it's interesting. it kind of goes with this communication need that I was talking about, that they need to understand things from other people so they can get a new emotional understanding. What I'm seeing is in their creative field, they might enjoy very much collaborating with other people. That might be part of their emotional fulfillment, is collaboration. So if they're a musician, playing with other people, if they're an actor, being in a play, if they're an artist, working with other artists, there's this almost this need for collaboration as part of their fulfillment and what makes their heart happy. So we have two more cards about their moon sign, their emotions. The first card we have is the Prince of Swords, and we have the Four of Swords. So again, this need to communicate with other people, to talk things out is what I'm hearing. So I feel like for you, with your relationship with your future child, that you are going to have great conversations with them. I feel like you're gonna need to communicate with them, like for them to grow and develop as a child. And for a really good relationship, you are gonna learn a lot about communication from being this child's parent. And Four of Swords, there is this need to communicate and also this need to step back and figure things out for themselves, like coming from a deep place. They are a very deep person, and so I feel like they have a strong connection to their inner voice. This person could be very, very spiritual, like just a very spiritual being. That will be a big part of them as well. Okay, and this is going to be messages from the universe for you about your relationship with your future child. So the first card that we have is Remain Positive. And the second card we have is Opportunity. So when you are the parent of this child, to encourage them to stay positive. I feel like they have these huge goals, and because they are so emotional and sensitive is what I'm hearing, they might get discouraged when they are trying to reach their big goals in life. Your job is to keep them positive, to keep them optimistic. It's like positive encouragement is your job with this child. I see this, it's almost like a magician holding flowers that just sort of like magically appear in the air. Your job is to just help them remain positive, because the things that they want will manifest in the future. And it's almost like the things will manifest out of thin air if they keep practicing and they keep on track and going for what they want. Since that is their life purpose, is to do that and to learn that. Cool. And then the second message from the universe is Opportunity. Yeah, so teaching them, encouraging them to take opportunities. I feel like the universe is going to give them a lot of opportunities in their life. Embrace it, to take it, to practice more so that they can be ready for that. They might be a little bit of a perfectionist and think that they're not ready for these big opportunities when they come, but your job will be to teach them, to encourage them to take opportunities when they come. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reading about your future child. If you did, please remember to subscribe, and I will see you guys again in the next reading. Okay, bye. Hi there, Pal 2. This is your reading. I'm going to put out your cards for you now. Sort of like an astrology chart where the first cards are going to be kind of like their sun sign, what their purpose is in the world. Some cards for their rising sign, which is like how they present, what their personality is like, what they look like. And then their moon sign, which is who they are emotionally and what they need in relationships. So the first card that we have is Venus Love. This is going to be their sun sign. And then we have winter. Maya, which is schooling, studying, and education, helps your life's purpose and personal growth. The angels will guide you and help you with this process. Spring, your desires fully manifest as the flowers begin to bloom. And then we have a couple tea leaf cards, which I will read next. Okay, so Venus, love. So I'm feeling like this person could be either a Taurus or a Libra. Both signs are ruled by Venus. Actually, with the spring as well, we have a lot of Taurus energy here. What I'm getting first from this person is like a very strong feminine energy. So it could be a girl or just a child that has really strong feminine energy. I'm getting a beauty. There's a lot of beauty from this person. I feel like they will be so beautiful. They may be very into the arts, or I'm seeing like dressing, like maybe fashion, or they just love maybe decorating or dressing up. This very strong like beauty energy is what I'm seeing. Maybe as a child they loved to dress as a princess. They loved colors like pastels, like pink and purple is what I'm seeing. Very, very girly energy. I'm also seeing that school is also a very big part of this child. Maybe they are popular at school. They have a lot of friends. We also have this winter. There's also a chance if they're not a Taurus or Libra, they could be born also in the winter time as well. So that could be like a Capricorn or Aquarius energy. I'm thinking of Elsa as well. I'm just seeing like princesses. So maybe they love Elsa when they are a child. There's almost this energy with the winter card, like a strength inside of you, this strong power inside of you is what I think of when I think of this winter card. Like inner power. They might also just love winter time. Maybe like Christmas, you know, if you celebrate Christmas or whatever winter holiday that you celebrate could be their favorite holiday. Something about winter is very important to them. Okay, and then the next cards we have are Owl, which is wisdom. And what's interesting is that this is an owl too. So now we have two owls. So this is making sense. I think that this person has a connection with owls. And also it says great advice from a wise person. So they might be a person that is the person that people go to advice for in their friend group. So I'm feeling like they have a very strong friend group. Other people see them as very wise. They might be an old soul is what I'm hearing. They have like an old soul energy. You might get really good advice from them too, even though they're a child. Okay, the next card that we have is Heart. Okay, it says love, deep affection, and caring. So yes, this person has two love cards in their purpose. So I feel like relationships are super important to this person. They have a very deep affection for the people in their lives, for their friends, for their family, for you. Love is very, very, very important to them. They are a romantic person. They are a person that makes decisions with their heart. It's very beautiful. Yes, they are a very caring person too. So they are somebody that wants to do things for other people. They're probably, as a child, they're going to want to help you a lot. So they want to, you know, I would say like, let them help you with the chores, let them help you clean up, let them help because they really, really want to help. And I also feel like if you are ever having problems, you feel sad or angry, that they are gonna come and try to make you feel better, even though they're a child. That's just part of who they are. So beautiful. Okay, so the next card we have is Crown. Wow, it says honor and respect will come to you. Yeah, so this is a person, again, like they have this group of people around them that respect them. It's almost like queen energy. So I'm just seeing them as like sort of in their group at school, as them kind of being like the leader of their group of friends. Not like in a mean way though. Like this is a very caring person, but this person is very popular with their peers and probably in the family too. Like everybody respects this person, this child. So it's very, very beautiful. Okay. Okay, yes, so let's go on to what this person is going to be like when you meet them. What's their personality like? What do they look like? All of those things. So the first card we have is Sun, Spirit. So this would be like a Leo rising person. So confidence, this like sort of happy, confident, warm. Again, like I feel like they would be very popular. They like attract people to them because of this like bright energy that they have. Sometimes people with fire rising in their chart could have red hair, but they don't always have red hair, but sometimes it's just like, it could be that they have red hair or reddish hair. Okay, and then the second card is Family. Beautiful. So what's interesting is that I see the blue color and I'm thinking maybe they could have blue eyes or even like gray or violet eyes. Also this energy, again, this is like more like Cancer rising. They really, really care about other people and how they feel, and they want to help them. A very, very caring person with compassion. I'm feeling this compassion energy with this person. Both of these cards are very, very connected to their heart and coming from a really good place, wanting the best for other people when they meet people. So that's really cool. What else is this child like? Okay, wow. All right, so the first card we have is Flowers, and it says happiness. So it's interesting because this goes with the Spring card as well, and also the Venus card. So again, this beauty that this person has, like a flower, just so beautiful. Feminine energy is what I'm seeing. Almost like a purity too, like a flower has purity. And then happiness, they have like a happy disposition. And then we have Lion. So just like this Leo rising, there is a strong chance that this child will be a Leo rising. So again, just as I said before, this open heart, wanting the best for other people, sort of this magnetism and this joy. I think of all those things with the Leo rising. Also, like Leo rising is creative, so they might have a creative energy as well. They maybe like to perform, so that could be there too. They could have like a little bit of performer in them. Okay, very cool. Okay, so now let's see who this person is emotionally, who this child is emotionally, what they need from you as a parent and from their friends to feel happy, to feel secure in their heart. What do they need emotionally? So Gemini, interesting. Gemini, I think, so this would be a Gemini moon. So it's interesting, I have so many people in my life with Gemini moons, so I know it very well. Gemini moon people really value conversations and seeing both sides of the story to understand something. So sometimes they'll argue with you, even though they don't necessarily believe what they're saying, but they just want to see both sides of the situation before they can understand something. So they need like the back and forth. They need other people to talk to process things. This child needs that. So they'll need a lot of communication and like discussions in the family. I also feel like with a Gemini moon, sometimes you have siblings. So you might definitely, if you guys pick this pile, you might have more than one child, because this child will have a really important relationship with their sibling. Very, very cool. Okay, the next card we have is Queen of Swords. Okay, so this is a need for truth. This is a need for clear communication and being authentic. So they will want you as their parent to be truthful with them and to be straightforward and honest with them. And they will want that from their friends as well. They could be very straightforward when they talk and very honest. And so that's really important. Okay, and 2 more cards about their emotional life. Okay, so we have the Empress. Interesting, because this reminds me of this card. This like respect that people have for them, right? This like queen energy. I also think of this as the Taurus, the Earth Mother energy. What I'm feeling is this person has a very strong need for relationships, beautiful relationships. Also, this is the Mother card, so they will have a strong relationship with you. Whoever the mother is in your family, they will have a very strong relationship with them. It's a very, very important part of their life. Also, like, again, this beautiful Venus feminine energy, like female energy, is very important to this person. So their female relationships, I think, are going to be super important in their life. Again, this like beautiful Venusian energy, beautiful, strong female energy. Okay. And then the last card that we have is Prince of Cups. Okay, so I also feel like this could be like their partner or dating life. So I do feel like they are definitely going to want to be in a relationship, you know, when the time comes. They might be somebody who has boyfriends when they're a child. Starting when I was in kindergarten, I had a boyfriend, always had a boyfriend. So they might be somebody who always has a boyfriend. That could totally be it. Also like romantic, because this is a romantic card. So they love romance in dating and in relationships. Okay, so we have one more card, and this is going to be your message from the universe about what you can teach them and how to support them. And we have forgiveness. So one of your purposes in having this child is to learn forgiveness. So you are going to teach them to forgive others, especially because relationships are super important to them. They might have so many relationships starting from a very, very young age. So you're going to teach them how to forgive, how to open their heart, how to forgive themselves as well. And then also they are going to teach you about forgiveness as well. So it's going to be very beautiful. It's a very powerful lesson that you are going to learn from being this child's parent. Okay, and then one more card. We have perfect timing. This person takes a lot on emotionally. They might blame themselves for things that happen with other people. They get very involved in other people's emotions. And so what I feel like what happened is that they are hard on themselves, but your job is to teach them to forgive themselves and to let it go, because everything is perfect. Everything is in perfect timing in their lives and in relationships. So that'll be your job, and you will be learning that too by being a parent of this child. So that is so beautiful. This is going to happen for you at the perfect time. So it's just like a little message for you. If you feel like you'll never be ready, or that seems like a really long way away, or you want it to happen soon, the universe is telling you it's going to happen at the perfect time, so no need to worry. So I hope you guys enjoyed that reading. If you did, please remember to subscribe, and I will see you guys again in the next reading. Okay, bye. Hi there, Pile 3. This is your reading. I'm going to put out your cards for you now. Kind of going to be in the form of an astrology chart, but with tarot cards. So we're going to start off with life purpose, kind of like the sun sign of your future child. And then we'll get some cards for their appearance, their personality, and also who they are emotionally. So the first card we have, kind of like their sun sign, is 11th house friends. Okay, the second card we have is flight. The next card we have is Astara, reaching for the stars with your dreams and desires, and don't compromise. Amazing. And then we have express your individuality. Okay, so there's a very strong theme here. This is a very Aquarian person. It's a very strong possibility that your child will be an Aquarius or have a lot of planets in the 11th house of their birth chart. So Aquarius is all about kind of marching to your own drum, being an individual, expressing your individuality. Their friends might be really, really important to them. They might have a very strong network of friends. This can also be like friends that are on the internet as well. So they could have like a sort of a social media focus in their life, or it could be their group of people. They also might be interested in things like science, or they could be super, super smart. A lot of Aquarians are just super smart. The star reminds me of the star in the tarot deck, and the star card is also the Aquarius card, so very interesting. I feel like this person has a vision. This is a visionary person, so they really think out of the box, and their job is to like expand people's minds. So this person might come up with something amazing in the world. I don't know, they might create a company that is completely visionary, or be a leader, a visionary leader of other people. But this person has a very strong purpose and needs to be themselves in the world and express their individuality. We also have this flight card, to let go of the things that stop them to go for what they want, to go for their dreams and their visions. They have these really, really strong, inspiring visions. I also feel like they inspire other people to expand their vision in the world. They are very amazing, very inspiring child. Okay, so we have the dolphin, which is financial gain. So they also have a need to be successful financially, and I feel like they will. They might also have a very strong connection to dolphins. I love that. Okay, and then we have a valley, deep personal strength and peace that assures success. So again, with the success, and also they have a personal strength about them. So yeah, I think that comes from them being a very strong individual. They have like a strength of like knowing themselves. you know, when you meet people like that and they're just so connected to themselves, it's a gift, I would say, to be so strong in your individuality and in yourself, and that is who they are. That's beautiful. And the needle and thread, a sincere wish will be granted. It's almost like just like detail oriented. They may be a detail oriented person. Okay, very cool. I am getting with this person more of like a male energy. So for a lot of you, this will be a boy that you have, but it could also just be somebody just with male energy. It doesn't have to be a boy. Okay, so this is going to be how they show up, kind of like their rising sign, how they show up when you first meet them, their personality, what they look like, all that stuff. Okay, so the first card comes Earth, stability. So this child will have an Earth rising. So Earth rising people, you see them as reliable, and they're very present and reliable. A person that people see as somebody they can count on. Might be a hard worker as well. Somebody who like shows up, who's dependable. It's silence. So they also might be quiet. You know how there's some people that they come to the party and they're there, but they don't say a lot, but they're just there. It's like they just stand and they observe and they watch, right? Which is actually very Aquarian, actually, to stand and observe and watch everyone and then communicate. So they could be like that, where they always show up, but they're always kind of quiet at first. But again, there's this like strong power with this person. So, you know, I'm not sure if it's just because they're observing or if they're shy, but just like this strong presence and power when they show up. So I love that. And the next couple cards we have, all right, so we have Caterpillar and we have Happiness. So again, with the Earth energy, with the Caterpillar energy, I think of the Caterpillar as like slowly, step by step, on their way to becoming a butterfly someday. So it's like they're just taking it step by step. So I feel like this person has this vision, you know, and it's who they are, and they might be very quiet about it, but throughout their life, they're just moving step by step toward their vision and manifesting their vision and changing, and they might make some kind of big change. Maybe when they are younger, they're more like awkward, right? And then as they get older, they just sort of blossom. It could be that as well with this Caterpillar energy. And then the Happiness. So just like this innate happiness that this person has when you meet them, when people meet them. It's beautiful. Almost like a contentment is what I'm hearing. So I love that. Okay, so the next cards are going to be who this child is emotionally. So what they need in their relationships and what they need for their heart to feel safe and happy. So to be like their moon sign. This is the 10th house, the world. Interesting. So this would be like a Capricorn moon. I actually personally have a Capricorn moon, so I understand this. This is somebody who needs to achieve things to feel happy. So they need to be productive and they need to achieve things for themselves. They need to feel successful. They need to feel admired from other people. All of those things is really important to them emotionally. Also with a Capricorn moon, it's almost like when you're a child, you're an adult. You have adult responsibilities when you're a child. So you could be like the oldest child, which I am, or you could be an only child. My nephew has a Capricorn moon and he's an only child, but there's something about being an adult as a child. And my nephew, when he was a child, they used to call him an old man because he was very like, he talked to adults very, very well when he was a child because he was an only child. So there's almost like that energy with this person, with this child. You might have more than one child if you picked this pile, or you might have one child, if that makes sense. Okay, and the next card we have is, okay, we have the Eight of Wands, okay, and I'm gonna take all of these together, I think. And the Six of Wands, those are very similar. And then we have the Two of Cups. So Eight of Wands is about having a breakthrough. They really have a need to break some kind of barriers, is what I'm seeing in their life. I think because they are such a visionary, they're gonna have a need to make that happen. This is part of their life purpose, and what is gonna make them happy emotionally is having this breakthrough in their life. And it's next to the Success card. So yeah, this need for success. But then they will be able to do it too, because it's in their chart. So they will be able to achieve this. Okay, and what else about this child? Okay, Two of Cups. So this is relationship. This is like having a really, really nice relationship with someone. So I do feel like relationships will be important. I'm hearing that even though they could have a huge network of friends, also having these very important, intimate, one-on-one relationships with people, maybe having a boyfriend or a girlfriend, will be very important to them as well, and part of their destiny. So that's really important too. I feel like what I'm seeing also, oh my gosh, sometimes with a Capricorn moon, and with this combination, the marriage or the important partnership in their life might happen later on in their life, because a Capricorn, Saturn, just kind of delays things, the Saturn. So, and part of it is they need to feel successful first before they have a relationship, because there's a success here on the way to the relationship. It's success to make them successful, and then they're ready for their important relationship. So it just might be delayed. So that's something else to know in the future about this child. So, okay, this is what you need to know when you are the parent of this child, how you can help them and encourage them and be a good parent to them. And so we have this card, Don't Stop. So this card is telling you to encourage them to go for their dreams, to take flight, to have courage, to go for what they want, to not stop. They might feel like stopping, or that it's difficult because they do have this like Saturn influence in their chart, but you just need to encourage them to keep going no matter what. Don't stop. So that is really, really beautiful. I love this. I hope you guys enjoyed your reading. If you did, please remember to subscribe, and I will see you guys again in the next reading. Okay,